Hello, you're welcome to today's video. My name's Anand, and today we're going to explore the fourth meditative style, which is grounding and centering. So before I talk a bit more about them and then share a technique for us to practice together, my name's Anand. I'm an emotional wellness coach and I combine meditation and coaching to support those who have inner struggles or are weighed down by them to uncover their inner richness. And meditation is an amazing way to help us go in, because often with life we get pulled in many directions and we get disorientated, split, disconnected, things happen, and meditation can help you come right back in and access who you really are and your inner wisdom. And centering, grounding techniques are amazing for this. So what are they? So sitting on a chair could become a grounding meditation. So just for this 10 seconds, 15 seconds, feel your bottom sitting on the chair. Feel the weight of your body sitting on the chair. Feel the chair supporting you and feel your feet touching the ground. This begins to ground you. This begins to bring your presence. So if you're about to go on a difficult Zoom call, this is something you can do. Bringing your presence to the lower half of your body. Grounding, centering techniques work with the lower half. So last week we were working on the heart. This week we're working on our belly area and our hip pelvic area, meaning what I would call the root chakra. So it's where you're thinking or focusing, you're focusing your attention on the lower half of your body. So grounding techniques are like grounding your legs into the ground, or centering techniques are connecting with your Hara or your center, which is 2 inches below the belly button. That's the technique we're going to explore today. But before I go into that, I'm going to share a few other techniques that are really powerful centering or grounding techniques. So for example, Sufi whirling is incredibly centering. And it can be difficult to do, and it is best to do it with a teacher or with a facilitator. There are Osho whirling meditations, but there are lots of whirling techniques that you can do. I love them. I personally absolutely love them. And what they do, if you think about it, the person that the whirling is happening on the periphery and you are centered. So you're whirling around, but there's something inside of you that stays still and is centered. So think of it like the wheel of a bicycle that goes around, and the center bit, the axle bit, it stays still. That's what centering is. Osho created an amazing technique called Osho Mandala meditation. This is pure grounding, centering technique where we work with 3 areas. So the first 15 minutes you're running on the spot, and what that's doing is grounding you in your Hara or in your belly area. Then you sit down and you whirl from the waist. So that starts to bring the energies within the body to center. And then the third stage, you rotate your eyes in a circular motion, clockwise, and that centers your third eye. And then you lie down in silence. So that's a really powerful centering technique. And what centering techniques can help you do is they bring you into wholeness. They bring conflicting parts of ourselves together. And they can help us access our inner wisdom. You've heard of the expression, I have a gut feeling, I have a gut sense. Your intuition, your knowing is in your center. So we often operate from here in the mind. Sometimes we operate from the heart, we work from the heart. But really, if you want to get to your wisdom, you go to your center, you go to your belly. And that's what we're going to do together now. So get comfortable. For this practice that we'll do, I recommend that you sit. But afterwards, I'm going to share one that you can do at night time. Just give the instructions for you to do alone. So you can close your eyes or lower your eyes and just exhaling out all the air from your belly. That just releases everything. Now bring your attention to your belly. And you're going to find your center, and if it helps, put your hand there, about 2 inches below your belly button. There you'll feel into or find your center. And it might take a little while. We're not used to accessing that part of our body. But just placing your hand there, bringing your focus away from the head. Feel it going down past your heart, into your belly, and let it land in that place 2 inches below your belly. And just feel yourself in that space. And bringing your breath down into your belly as much as you can. Feeling it rise and fall from your belly, coming out from your belly. Just do this together for about 5 or 10 minutes. And notice any sensations in the belly, in the Hara. And if you find yourself distracted or back in the mind, that's okay. Just gently bring your focus back down into the belly. And if it helps, feeling your belly rise and fall, keeping your attention on your Hara, on your center in your belly. And if you find yourself getting distracted, if it helps, you can visualize an internal elevator inside of you. So if you're up in your mind, just imagine the elevator going down into the ground floor, into your center. Just 2 inches below the belly button. Feel the elevator going back down to that location. And in your own time, just maybe slowly move in your chair, just coming out of this meditation. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, coming back into the room. And just take a quick look around your room, actually a slow look around your room. And notice, how does it feel? Is there something different about the way the room looks? Often when we ground ourselves, we become more embodied and more still and present. So this is a great one to do if you need to be reconnected with yourself. And before I wrap up this video, this is a wonderful technique that you can do at night time. And what you would do is you would lie down on your bed and you would locate your Hara. So you'd lie down on your bed and you can move your fingers along the belly button and just find there's a spot that feels a little different. When you identify that, that's your Hara. And just like we did, you do the deep breathing and you breathe into the Hara. And you keep breathing in that area as you go to sleep. And what will happen is the grounding will continue all through the night. And when you wake up first thing, before the alarm, before picking up your phone, again do the deep breathing into your Hara so that that grounded, centered feeling can stay with you. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next week to share the 5th meditative style with you. Bye-bye.